about my favorite show. Let's get into it. Now let me start with the co-host, stepping into the frame, right? The pride of Michigan, yeah. Big Dub is the name. He might struggle with the reading, stumbling over the lines, but the crowd goes crazy every time that he shines. They love him. He's a Mayo man, yes, but there's no judgment here, none at all. Riding out with Mr. Starks, they making everything clear. The perfect dynamic, holding down the heavyweights. When they hit the live stream, my whole mood elevates. Never stop. Welcome to the one and only Covalent TV. Covalent, ain't nobody touching them on talent, trust me. No way, babe. Breaking down the ring with the facts, data, and statistics. Oh, check the numbers, one accountability, baby. Checking the logistics, keep them in line. The best show going, undisputed and supreme. Got me watching every time they step onto the stream. Yeah. King of the South Side of Chicago, yeah. He's running the game. Ooh. Mr. Starks is the boss. Got me moaning his name, daddy. He's the lead of the host, dripping all of that charm. Got me biting my lip, setting off the alarm. Yeah, he does. Unscripted in his lingo, my man knows exactly what to say. Charismatic on the weekly, takes my breath right away. Yeah. The way he captures the audience, so dominant, so deep. I'm just watching the screen, losing all of my sleep. We talking pro wrestling, who really doing it like this? Reviewing all the matches, every segment is a hit. If you want the real analysis, stay at the front of the line. Putting all the other channels in a rapid decline. Put them up against the
Okay, let's paint a picture, ladies and gentlemen. Let's paint a picture. You are now walking out of US Bank Stadium, having spent probably the next 4 paychecks. You just went on earn-in and got a paycheck advance just so you could have some money to go to this event and buy some merchandise and some food and some drinks. Just for you to get robbed in broad daylight by WWE with a chicken nugget. So that means, welcome to your WWE SummerSlam Night One review. It's your boy, Mr. Starkson.
Big job.
The year is 2026. I forgot to say that as well.
Because guys, we're saying Night One.
Because guys, I feel like I have entered. I don't even know what I feel like I've entered. I feel like I've entered a fat bitch on Tuesday. I don't even know how to put words together right now because this was the ultimate heist. Which lends credibility. We didn't coin this. We cannot take credit for coining this, but we gonna use that motherfucker. SummerScam, ladies and gentlemen. SummerScam.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I could coin SummerScam. SummerScam. Now, we're not just going to say that. We're going to break down how this show was SummerScam. Because I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to go, oh, well, you're just using buzz phrases you've heard other people say. You can't even give a reason of how it was SummerScam. Oh, don't worry, we got you covered.
Mm-hmm.
We got you covered. 35,000 people. A 600-foot across and 600-foot high fucking set. Them not wanting to show one side of the arena.
Sure.
And not only did all of this stuff culminate in a god-awful show,
Mm-hmm.
but as I said at the very beginning, they said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 10-piece McNugget, and we gonna rob 35,000 people blind with this 10-piece McNugget. Watch us do it. And they did it. And they did it. You want to know what? I want committing crimes tips from WWE. How do you get away with committing crimes of this scale? How do you rip off 35,000 fucking people in a 77,000 seat stadium? How do you do this? How do you do this? I want to know, because I need that kind of come up. WWE, that's the only time I'll tell you to teach me your ways. Please teach me your ways. How do you rob that many people blind with a chicken McNugget? With a turd burger of a show? You know what I'm going to do? One day, I'm going to rent out the United Center. And I'm going to say, goddamn, Sade is showing up. And then I'm just going to come on stage and do the Pennywise dance and run out the arena. That's what this show was. Warner, that's what this fucking show was.
Yeah,
they literally did the Pennywise dance on their audience. It was like, all right, fuck you.
See you tomorrow.
You'll be back.
Uh-huh.
This is the utmost of diabolical work. It was, I can hear him now. It wasn't that bad. You're over exaggerating. Yes, the fuck it was. You know why? Because, boy, I haven't said this in years on this show. We have this little thing called standards.
Yep.
You ain't got to like that we got them. I don't give a fuck if you don't like that we got them. I got them. I have a standard for anything that I consume, purchase, whatever. So you just gonna have to forgive the absolute holy fucking bastard crap out of me if I watched this show and I felt like I got robbed. But those people that, again, are on the earning app right now, that overdrafted their accounts, these people are walking out of US Bank Stadium and the sun is still up.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm going to put this in perspective. Now I'm going to get into pregame thoughts. That wasn't even my pregame thoughts. Let's get into pregame thoughts. Because y'all know when we do pay-per-views, not a plea, when we do pay-per-views, we don't do, oh my God, we don't do the news. We don't hold one special, accountable. We bring facts, data, statistics, but we give our pregame thoughts before we actually just dive right into this shit show. Up until the final match on this card, they were still burning daylight.
Yep.
Well, they started earlier. Let me explain something to y'all. If I went to an event, let's say a Michael Jackson concert. Let's say I died, went to heaven at a Michael Jackson concert. Michael Jackson come on the stage, and I could see his daytime in heaven. Right? And he just comes out on stage and says, I love you, and walks off the stage. Don't perform Billie Jean. Don't perform Beat It. Don't perform Lady in My Life. Don't perform Human Nature. Don't perform nothing. Just says, I love you, and walks off the stage, and it's still daytime. And then Prince comes out, and he plays until the middle of the fucking night. Who do you think I'm going to have a bigger issue with in that scenario? Mike, I'm sorry, Mike, you going to have to get this work. You going to have to see me backstage, Mike. You're going to have to see me backstage, bro. Because if you know anything about the both of them as performers, there was a lot of times where Prince especially was known for doing encores. Like, he would just come out after the concert and just riff on his fucking guitar. And then go to a club after that and do another set. Mike would give you a damn near 4-5 hour show. He had that many hits, by the way. So did Prince.
Mm-hmm.
But the crazy thing is even if Mike walked out on that stage and said, I love you, right? I'd probably only hit Mike with a 2-piece and a biscuit because I would know that Mike is capable of better. There's not a person that has a working brain that thinks that this company is capable of fucking better. I would at least cut Mike some slack because I'd be like, I know Mike can perform. I still got to give him this 2-piece and a biscuit real fast, but at least I know next time Mike gonna come out here and give us the hits. There is not an inkling, nor a sign, nor a nothing that shows you that WWE is going to improve from what we just saw. Let's be honest. And you want to know how I know this crowd, this Minnesota crowd was bracing for impact on how bad the show was going to be? This is the first WWE audience I could say I've seen in about 10 years where you noticed they were kind of like scrunched into their seats because they kind of knew that WWE wasn't going to give them like this balls to the wall great show. So they were kind of sunken into their seats waiting for something to happen. It wasn't like they were just reactive like most WWE audiences are these days. Look, Cody showed up. We gotta sing. No, this crowd was more like, no, you gotta show us something. We didn't let you come out on this stage and stink it up plenty of goddamn times. No, you gotta show us something tonight. And what did WWE, what did they do? Like I said, they came out there, did the Pennywise dance and said, fuck you, see you tomorrow. Just for them to come back and see the Pennywise dance again. I really didn't have much pregame thoughts. Everything that I just said, that's all I got on pregame thoughts. I honestly and sincerely. Because what do you even say to a show like this? And we're going to break it down like a fraction. Don't you worry. We're going to break it down like a fraction. But go ahead, Werner. Give your pregame thoughts.
This show, one, was god-awful. But this show was super, super short. If you really think about it in the long term or in the long run, you had half of your pay-per-view done within an hour and a half. And well into that fourth match. And a lot of people, drones specifically, are forking out $30 a month for ESPN. Where's the cost to value in that?
Look out. They're going to come in here and talk about some, I get it included with my cable package. No skipping ahead, Clint Hardy. I know you're new here, but no skipping ahead, bro. We don't do that here. We gonna talk about the show as we go, because we actually break the show down.
Right.
We don't just run through the show and do funny little voices and gimmicks and shit. We actually break this down. So let us cook. We got you. We got you. I know you knew. That's why I'm giving you a pass. Let us do what we do. Trust me when I say in front of these cameras and microphones, we actually professionals. Trust. Let us do our thing. All right? Go ahead, Warner.
Again, you had half of your pay-per-view, more than half, probably halfway through the fourth match, done. and you're forking out $30 a month. Yet here we go with, AEW pay-per-views are too long. Oh my God. I'm getting value for that $40 that it is every month.
$40. That's
$40.
That's what WWE fans are saying right now. Shouts out to you if you know what that reference is, by the way. $40. I got to jump in here when I got to. I was letting you cook. I got to. Bro, when I say it's not even in the same universe, no pun intended. When I say it's not even in the same universe of how much value you get watching AEW versus WWE at this point, I mean, it's not even in 3 universes over in closeness. It's not. It's not. Thank you, Mike Hines, for the statistics. Now, you didn't skip ahead, but I'm just going to give you a warning because I noticed you knew. Do not skip ahead, but you didn't skip ahead, but I'm just going to let you know. Said 1 hour and 20 minutes of match time for 3 hours. That was going to go into what I was actually going to say next. You take the ads off this show, you missed the opening of the show. I don't know if you did or not. I said, they got to teach me how to rob.
Mm-hmm.
They robbed their audience with a McNugget. They didn't need a gun. They didn't need a Nerf gun. They didn't need a Billy Club. They didn't need a nothing. They robbed them with a McNugget. I wish you fucking would. I wish you would tell me I paid $5,000 to be in that damn arena and you give me an hour and 20 minutes of match time. There'd be reports of arson at US Bank Stadium right the fuck now.
Yes.
Are you serious? Like, let me, oh God, I'm feeling I'm feeling the energy tonight. Let me break this down real quick to y'all. To all the people watching. Now, this is where we gonna engage y'all. Don't worry. I know some of y'all want to skip ahead. Again, we will get there. Stay with me. If I hand you $5 in the year 1998, and I say, hey, I just said no skipping ahead. Andy Woo Wells. Andy Woo Wells. I know y'all knew. I knew we was gonna get a lot of new people tonight. We have a no skipping ahead rule. We gonna talk about all that stuff. Just be patient. But if I hand you $5 in 1998 and I tell you, go to the corner store and bring me back, I don't know, enough snacks for you to have for the entire week, do you feel like you're capable of doing that? Now, remember the scenario I just set up. $5 in the year 1998. Do you think you could have snacks for the week in the year 1998 with $5 going around the corner to the corner store? That's what we call it in Chicago. We don't call it bodegas. I hate that shit.
We call it party stores up here.
We call it corner store or liquor store, one of the two. Corner store, liquor store. That's it. I hate the word bodega. I can't stand that word. I do. Yeah. It drives me nuts to hear it. I've heard party store before too, by the way. Catherine said yes. It's funny. Y'all was in here typing and skipping ahead. Y'all can't respond to this. Come on now. Keep up. I'm trying to engage y'all. Let's have a discussion now. I want to go off of just Catherine, but I'm not going to go off of just Catherine. It takes 3 seconds to type yes or no. Because I can't keep waiting. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boy, it was like we told people to not skip ahead, and all of a sudden they lost their fingers. Ain't that a bitch? Mike Hahn said, yes, I can get enough snacks. Okay. Keep it going. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going. There shouldn't be 2 people. We told y'all to stop skipping ahead, and y'all was like, hell no. There we go. Now they rolling in. Said yes. Said $5 will fill up your gas tank in 1998. Clint Hardy said $5. No. What? Where are you from? What?
Are you in Hawaii?
Were you born in 1998? I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
But we gotta keep going. I see most people saying yes though. But yeah, Clint Hardy, give us some more information. The answer to that question in majority is yes. I'm going to give y'all an example. 4 bags of small potato chips I could get 4 for $1 back in 1998. I could get 3 honey buns for 75 cents. I could probably get a couple, what did they used to call them? Were they called hug juices, the little small juices? What were them shits called? Were they called hugs?
Oh,
you know what
I
I'm
think
talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I could get 4 of those for $1.
Mhm.
4 of those for $1. So I got $2 left. Then I could get whatever the fuck else I could get at that point. And again, remember, Clint Hardy, I said snacks for a week, not for a month. I said a week.
Yeah.
I don't know how much snacks you ate as a kid, but 3 honey buns, 4 bags of chips could last me 3 days. Easy. You know what I'm saying? What they called? I thought Huggies was the diapers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could give me some now laters. I'm from Chicago. I say now laters. I don't say now and laters. Sorry. I get some now laters for, for $1 I could get. God damn. Damn. I could probably get about 8 of them for $1 at the corner stores I used to go to. At the corner store I used to go to, I could probably get about 8 of them bitches for $1.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if your ass was never in the house, of course you're gonna need $10.90. I mean, I was in and out. I was shaking and moving. But you probably wonder, where the fuck am I going with this? Everybody that's watching, it wouldn't have took that long if y'all would have responded faster. But where I'm going with that is this, and it's very, very simple. In 1998, for that $5, you got your money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
You got your money's worth. Now, Clint Hardy, you can even agree with that. $5, you got your money's worth. Even if you didn't eat a whole bunch of snacks, you got your money's worth. See, I knew I was right, Catherine. I knew they was called Little Hug fruit barrels. I remember them looking like barrels, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't remember that. Dave Parker Davidson said people too young to know about penny candy. That's what now and laters was to my generation. That's why I said I could probably get I could walk out of my corner store with a shit ton of them for $1. A shit ton. You know what I'm saying? So you got the value for your dollar. Now, I'm going to change the scenario up. $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
For a WWE show, let's just say a block of WWE shows, a Raw's War in 1998. You get to go to 10 Raw's Wars front row for $5,000 in 1998. Is that worth it?
In 98? Hell yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, let's see what the people say too. It might take them a little minute, but let's see what the people say too. Now, while y'all are answering, $5,000 for one WWE pay-per-view in the year 2026.
No.
Let's see how many of y'all are going to be honest. Let's see how many of these people that are watching right now, the true seekers, how many of y'all will be honest? Yeah, $5,000 for 10 front row tickets to 10 Raw's Wars back in the day. That's a stain.
Mm-hmm.
That's a stain. And you could pick any one of them. That's a stain. What they're telling you is that we're not going to give you that same value. And not only are we not going to give you that same value, that doesn't even include the stuff that you feel compelled to get when you get there.
Right.
You don't get nothing else but a chair. Is that same $5,000 worth a ticket to a modern WWE show and a chair? A chair that probably cost them $40 to make? If that. See, this will let me know how many of y'all are actually smart with y'all money in real life. And the crazy thing is, P. Rock's boy, you was right on time with that one. The crazy thing is, guess what? These same people are going to come back tomorrow. There's a man that flew to Minnesota for night one and watched tonight's show and is sitting in his hotel right now. He got back to his hotel. He walked across the walkway to get back to his hotel, sitting in his room, trying to figure out where he's going to go grab some dinner. And he's saying, man, there's no way I can miss out on night two. I'm going to overdraft my account, or I'm going to get a small loan to go to night two. I'm here. Fuck it. I might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's real quick? Hold on. I'm almost done. Slow down. Not only do you think, I'm going to ask you the question, do you think that's worth it? But do you think that is a fiscally responsible decision?
Fiscally, no, especially depending on the seat depth selection that he picks. But there is still that $25 promo code. I wouldn't even buy it for $25 fucking dollars. After tonight, there is no way I would want to waste another penny on WWE.
Now let's get into this before we get into the show, Werner. The take mentality of WWE.
Yep.
The take, but no give mentality. We brought this up for the first time, I want to say 2 months ago.
Yep.
That take, no give, take. And then you got to deal with Triple H running out in interviews, shitting on you for spending the said $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in a right world, in a world where things make sense and people don't support WWE, which would be a right world. In a right world, what would happen to a business that moves this way? In a right world, what would be the fate of WWE?
Death.
And how soon?
I would say sooner rather than later, but with people propping them up.
I'm gonna answer this for you because you went in. I like the direction you went in, but I was going in a different one. They would not be alive now.
Right.
There would be nothing to look forward to because they would have already closed. In a right world, they'd already be dead. We'd be talking about WWE in the past tense in a right world where things make sense. Now, I know there's some drones that are watching that's going to disagree with that statement, but look at the transgressions, sins, and terrible things this company not only has done to their audience, but their talent. Most companies in a right world wouldn't survive the shit that WWE is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Clint Hardy. You just said it. See what happens when you go along with the show. We engage. Trust. We gonna get to the stuff you want to get to. But yeah, You said bankruptcy in 24 months or sooner. You get it. We wouldn't even be. The WWE wouldn't even be alive.
Mm-hmm.
WWE would have died after the Benoit shit. No, I could go back further. They would have been dead after the Owen Hart shit.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are in the year 2026. And WWE is fucking people with no KY. None. I mean, zero.
Big time.
I mean, chafing to the max. Okay? So much so that these fans need a R-word kit. It's bad. And the only rebuttal that they have to this is, well, we're not going to give them $77K in this arena, but we'll at least give them $35. We can't let them fail. We can't let them die. It's all we have. I'm telling you what these people think. Mm-hmm. I'm taking you into the mind of a WWE drone. Now, somebody might say, how can you do that? Everybody's different. I am going to challenge any person that says that. You are going to pretend like all WWE drones don't think the same. Have you seen them on social media? They move like... Go ahead.
No, they are a massive, massive hive mind. There is no way they know how to think for themselves.
Dude, they move like a cult. They all say the
Yeah.
same stuff. For the most part, they all think the same way. So before you try to correct me and go, not all, most. And by most, I mean 98%. 98% of them move the same way. They say the same stuff. They echo the same talking points. But this is something me and Warren have been talking about for the better part of 3 years now. The worst part of it all is how they have this inability to let WWE just fall. Just let them fall. This is a deserved fall. Let them fall. Every time that rating get under 1 million or close to under 1 million, it go up to 1.2 or 1.4. Every time they about to go under 2 million on Netflix, they get it up to 2.4. Every time it look like they gonna have a fucking arena that's half empty, oh, we got to get it up to at least half. Let them fail. Stop making WWE your identity in your life. Let this company fail, because you want to know why you should let them fail? It is to the tune of 1 hour and 20 minutes of match time on a pay-per-view card of a 2-night extravaganza. I'd be shocked if SummerSlam, on the whole, sponsored by Preparation H, or in this case, Triple H, has a combined amount of 3 hours of wrestling. I mean, my God. They robbed you with a chicken nugget tonight. Tomorrow they're going to rob you with a chicken tender. Shape the fuck up. Look in the mirror. Pay attention. This was the biggest middle finger of a fucking show that I've seen from WWE in not that long, but in some time. This was the most take the money and run show I think I've ever seen. Anything else you want to cook on before we get into this show, bro? Ain't much to cover, really.
No, there isn't much. I say we get into it.
Hold on. Read a few comments, man. Read a few comments. Let's do this. Let's do this. True Seekers, hit that. I'm sorry, I forgot to say. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, financial lubricant gang. And also, playback gang, y'all been killing it, but we need to get the live audience in the proper format as well. Let's keep that going, man. Let's keep the energy high. Let's keep everything rolling in. I'm going to read a few comments, and the comments should be rolling in. I don't like the way the numbers looking right now. I'm just going to say that. I don't like the way it's looking right now. Y'all was killing it all this week and all of last week. Right now, it's not looking that great. All right? I'm honest. Mike Hahn said, we know this was coming after Ad Mania. No, not to this level. While I agree, I agree halfway. Not to this level. Not to this level. Not to this level. Now, that was a spit in the face. This is like a spit in the face, a middle finger, and then being peed on. Said, how can anybody support that company? I just told you how. Said, not to mention the 3 hours of pre-show where nothing happens. Yeah, they don't even give you value in pre-shows anymore.
Yeah, what's the point of watching a 3-hour pre-show? What, just because it's on ESPN?
And just because it's WWE?
Are they going to keep trotting out the Sports Center anchors to make fun of Obafemi?
And Matthew Sheldon says, Spirit went out of business trying to get value. I'm going to tell you what that really was, bro. Once Spirit got the stigma for being a poverty airline, even though really their planes aren't that much different than any other fucking plane, it just don't got the Wi-Fi and shit. And even they added that towards the end of their run. It was for like the first class only, but I forget what they called their first class. I can't remember right now. But to a degree, you're right. But that's the stigma. The stigma is what killed them. And that's what a lot of WWE fans are mad about right now, is that they're trying to put this stigma on AEW and it's not sticking. It's not sticking. They're trying to put this, oh, AEW is a poverty promotion. It's no WWE. They're trying to do that and it's not working. Because anybody who watches it can see it's the better show. Again, fuck ticket sales, fuck rating. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Again, I care about if when I cut the TV on, am I entertained?
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like I got value for my time? And if a lot of y'all fellas carried yourselves that way, women wouldn't waste your goddamn time. Because I know some of y'all probably dealing with some time-wasting females right now. You wouldn't have no time-wasting female in your life if you valued your time. This is something y'all drones need to hear. WWE would actually give you a better product if you valued your time, attention, and finances. And even then, Werner, even then, I still don't think they would.
No. No, not at all. Even if you let them fail, like hypothetically, let's say that rating got down to, I don't know, 500,000 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it is like a holiday or whatever, they will not care and not try to change something to where, oh, something will be cohesive and something's actually turning around. They will still continue to do what they do.
Bro, cohesion is a word that I don't even think is in the WWE lexicon.
No. Cohesion's a bad word for them.
Competency is a bad word for them.
That too.
Logic is a bad word for them. Common sense are bad words for them.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that don't go into the WWE pot of ingredients. It doesn't. And if you say it does, you're a fucking liar. Hour and 30 minutes a match. Are you? Man. Mike Hahn said, I get hyped to watch AEW. I'm bored with WWE right now. Look, I don't know what your connection to WWE is outside of maybe you grew up with it. But, dude, we have a viewer that normally comes in here. His name is Apollo. He took this talking point that I said and ran with it. When you cut WWE out of your fucking menu of wrestling that you enjoy, everything else becomes so much better.
Yep.
It's like cutting a cancer out of your body. You don't have to take my word for it. Just try it. You don't have to even take my word for it. Because I know a lot of people say, I'm bored with WWE, but they'll get in front of a camera every week and be like, well, I still watch it because I grew up with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Let me read a couple more comments, man. Let me read a couple more. We only 38 minutes in. That's crazy.
Wow.
We gonna, knowing us, we gonna fuck around and look up and it's gonna be like 3 hours.
Yep.
Every show where I think we going slow, we going fast. Every show where I think we going fast, we going slow. It's crazy. But that's what happens when you just organically get in front of this microphone and, and this camera and you spitting hot fire. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really be thinking about time. You know what I'm saying? And plus we enjoy talking to the truth seekers when y'all making sense and y'all following the rules and not skipping ahead.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me see what we got. Said wasting money and nothing in return. Xavier said they moved like the fish off SpongeBob movie when Plankton took over. That's a fact. Yeah. A lot of people ain't going to get that reference. Werner ain't going to get that reference because he's 3,200 years old.
I am not 3,200 years old.
He don't even know what SpongeBob is.
It is a cartoon.
He calls him Robert the Sponge.
Oh, dear Lord.
He's an old bastard, you see. Like I said, I've loved AEW from the beginning. And the crazy thing, too, about what you just said, Mike, AEW rewards your loyalty and viewership.
Yeah.
You want to know how? Because if you have been watching from the beginning, bro, you've seen and you've been able to witness how much that promotion has truly grown. You've watched their homegrown stars rise to the top. You've watched some new people come in, rise to the top. You've watched every division they have improve. You've watched their production improve. You've watched their staging improve. You've watched everything improve. How many of y'all can say y'all have watched WWE improved in the last decade? Go.
They got nothing.
Because outside of that anomalous year of 2015 where the product was surprisingly good, when it was SmackDown Live and all that shit, like when AJ Styles first got there.
Right.
Was that 2015 or 2016?
16.
16, my fault, 2016. That was that's the last year. That was the last year that you can say, oh, wow, that was all right. I'm going to read a few more comments. Clint Hardy said, I was a WWF fan in the 80s and 90s. Preference for WCW for 1995 to 99. Preferred WWE from 99 to 01. Then tried TNA in 02. See, you followed what I would like to call the proper wrestling order. Whenever I hear somebody talk about pro wrestling and where their fandom started, if they're over the age of 40 or just slightly under, it don't matter. Somebody that's even 33 or 34 can have that same timeline you got. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That is the proper timeline. But here was the crazy thing about that timeline, Clint. You said WWE from 1999 to 2001. Their best years came after the years that you liked them the most. The Ruthless Aggression era from 02 until about 05 was better than any version of their product ever. From top to bottom, it was so balanced. It was so fucking balanced. They gave you your money's worth. Now, not to say they didn't give you your money's worth in the Attitude Era, but if you know anything about the Attitude Era outside of the main event scene, yikes.
Yeah.
Go back and watch a lot of those Attitude Era Raws now. Yikes. Real talk. Said AEW Redemption was better than SummerSlam. Let's La Flama Blanca, I'm going to hold off, and I'm going to tell you why. Not that I think Night 2 is going to make it better than Redemption, but we don't want to give any of the drones any ammunition to say we're biased.
Yeah.
We don't want to give them any ammunition. Let's wait until the curtain closes on Night 2. Because they're not going to come on this show and be like, see, they're biased. They were already deeming Redemption better after Night 1 and Night 2 hadn't even happened yet. Don't give them drones a reason. Don't give them drones a reason. I feel you, but don't give them a reason. Go ahead, Werner.
No, I mean, we still have to get the wild ride from Triple H that he promised us.
Fuck.
No.
I'm still waiting.
If you don't grab you some business. The last wild ride they had was that damn roller coaster setup for that WrestleMania in Orlando. If you don't stop, get the fuck out my face. Lord. Xavier said, looking back with highlights and matches, attitude and ruthless aggression, I get your point. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But Ruthless Aggression...
And I will say SmackDown was a lot better than Raw back then, too.
Yeah, Ruthless Aggression era was where they combined the work rate with the entertainment and the gimmicks and everything else, and it was top-notch. Mm-hmm. It was top-notch. Can't take it away from them. I've came on this stream before and said the Attitude Era was overrated. Somebody, motherfucker want to argue me, I lived it. What you talking about? I wish a 19-year-old would come on here and argue that with me. I lived it. And I watched it back. When the WWE Network was still around, remember $9.99?
Yeah.
When that was around, y'all, I went back and binged the entire Attitude Era. No bullshit. And most of that stuff, I was like, God, this ain't as good as I remembered it being.
It's definitely a thing for in the moment. You know what I mean? It's like that joke of you had to be there, man.
Yeah, in the moment it was the shit.
Yeah.
But boy, go back and watch that stuff now. But boy, the beginning of the fall for WWE, I will forever, and I mean forever and ever, associate with the rise of Cena.
Mm-hmm.
That was when it was like, and here we go. I was like, oh man, this is about to go downhill, and it's about to go downhill fast.
Mm-hmm.
See what we got. You said, I thought AEW Redemption was an 8 out of 10 or B- pay-per-view. Holding off for night 2 is actually happen is fair and balanced. Yeah, and that's also something that people that watch our show think we don't do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, you should see our Twitter DMs. I can't tell you how many people go, you guys never criticize AEW. I'm like, motherfucker, what?
We always criticize AEW.
And I can say this with all confidence, Werner. We're probably the most fair and balanced show out there.
Right.
We just don't, here's where people get lost in the sauce with us. We just don't praise mediocre shit as all right because WWE did it. That's where we run into an issue. People like, well, I thought that was all right. I thought that was average. Nope. This is supposed to be the industry leader. We're not going to praise average as great because it's WWE. No, absolutely not.
No.
Well, I thought the Danhausen thing was a little funny. Nope.
No.
That shit is F grade comedy at best. No. And anybody who watches us consistently knows this to be true. We're not finna praise something average or below as good because it's WWE. Warren, are you gonna praise the Lions if they acquire a bunch of former Pro Bowl players?
No.
Or are you gonna praise them if they acquire a bunch of current Pro Bowl players?
Yes.
Right. And why? Because your standards are what?
High.
Oh, whoa. Uh-oh. I'll be damned. It's almost like it makes sense. Not finna do that shit. My standards will never be that low. You can lower your standards. That's where we open up to the court of opinion. If you want to lower your standards, that's fine. We ain't finna lower our standards at all. And Mark Horsfield, new commenter, I saw your comment. We have a rule here. We do no skipping it. We about to get into the show. We just chopping it up with you guys early. We gonna talk about it. Don't worry. We gonna talk about it.
We'll get there. Promise.
Some of y'all be excited. Boy, y'all act like we ain't gonna talk about the damn show. SummerSlam review where we don't talk about SummerSlam. We gonna talk about it. We gonna get there. Go along. All right. Now, I think we could close off the opening portion of this show with this. If you take the last 3, maybe even 4. Matter of fact, let's go to last calendar year. If you take the last calendar year of WWE pay-per-views, would anyone here say that they add up to the value and entertainment of 2 AEW pay-per-views this year?
Oh, God, no.
Okay, Werner, that's you. I would say no, too, but let's see what the people say. That's my last question before we get into the main show. What would y'all say? What say you? Say you what if you dyslexic? Shouts out to all the dyslexic people. All right. Let's see what the people got to say. I know it's going to take y'all a minute because I think we on like a 6-7 second delay. For whatever reason tonight, we on like a 6-7 second delay.
It's bizarre.
Yeah. Xavier said, heck no. Miguel said no. Let's see what we got. Miguel said no. Mark said, hell no. B. Meister said no. Okay, so far I'm just seeing no. Mike said, not a shot I will take all out last year over anything from WWE this year. Damn. D-Zan.
Damn.
Woo! Shit. Jay said no. Mr. Mayhem said no. I already said AEW was a little better. WWE. I'm just gonna let you know, Clint. I don't subscribe to the TKO boogeyman rhetoric. I don't subscribe to that. Because at the end of the day, Triple Nose makes the decisions, dude. Occasionally there's corporate intervention where they go, hey, we want this celebrity there, but WWE, bro. I don't subscribe to the TKO boogeyman shit. I don't. Because WWE was shit before TKO. I don't subscribe to it, dog. I just don't. But Angelo said no. Clint Hardy said nope. Eugene said I can't. That's a weird thing to bring up right now, man. What the fuck are you on? Glad I didn't read that out loud. Who cares? We got people over on YouTube. We got people watching. We're talking and we're enjoying the show. Why do you care about that? It is what it is, bro. Like, we still doing a show. That's such a weird thing to bring up. P-Rock said nope. And we having a conversation too, man. That's rude as fuck. I'm going to give you one shot because I'll be seeing you commenting on our posts and all that stuff. But, like, bro, one shot. And, like, I'm telling you right now, next time you put some weird-ass shit like that in the comment section, I'm going to have Werner pack you the fuck up. That was real weird to put in, like, to try and fuck the vibe up. Come on now. And I hate to say it, everybody else watching, if everybody else wonders why we went, like, I want to say 3 months without having comments on the screen, it's because it'll always be that one person that'll come in and say some weird ass shit like that. We love having you guys comments up on the screen and, you know, people seeing what you guys are talking about. And we speak of truth to power, but it's always that one person that got some goofy ass shit to say. So, yeah, go fuck yourself. And by the way, speaking of which, instead of typing that, you could have shared the stream to whatever groups you belong to so we can get more. So I'm going to say it. I'm in that type of mode tonight. That just shows me how bitch made you are. You could have easily shared it to groups so the number could go up to where you're happy, right? But instead, you rather took the time to type that out. You see all these comments flowing in, and you just wanted to be the guy that was different. And the weird thing about people like that, guys, I'm going to give y'all a life lesson. Unless he finna clap back at what I'm saying because he don't like what I'm saying, that's going to be the only comment he put on this stream. We ain't seen this motherfucker in a stream in God knows how long. I think I've maybe seen him in one other stream. That's how you know we care about our viewers too, because we actually remember the names of every person that's in our streams. We don't just use y'all as super chats or donations. Y'all not our piggy bank. We actually like engaging with y'all. I've maybe ever seen him in our streams one other time. At best 2. I'll say maybe at best 2. I'm going to grant you 2. Yeah, in the same amount of time he spent typing that comment, he could have shared the stream to somebody. Don't be that person. I'm telling y'all, I'm giving y'all free game in life. Don't be that person. Don't no woman want to fuck that person. Don't no man want to be like that person. All right? Mark said crack is a hell of a drug. Hey, man, let me tell you something. People like that, it ain't even crack. It's just stupidity, ignorance, and jealousy. That's all that is. Hold on one second. Oh, man, shit. I got a text message. Good. All right, well, I'll respond to that later. All right, let me see what we got. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read one more comment. I'm going to make sure it's a good one. I ain't even finished reading Clint's because I saw that one comment come through. My bad, Clint. Said AEW was a little better than TKO in 2019 through 2021. AEW is better than WWE. I'm sorry, I don't even know how I read that. 2019 through 2021, AEW was superior from August 2021 to 2023. Then WWE was better 2023 to 2024.
Oh, dear Lord.
We've said on this show multiple times, AEW's worst year was them trying to be like WWE. So that automatically cancels out you feeling like WWE had their better year in 2023. You know that, right? That cancels it out. That automatically cancels it out. Not to say your opinion doesn't matter. I'm not saying that. That cancels that whole shit out. The one year that they were trying to be like WWE, they were being WWE light. That was AEW's worst year, and it was still better than WWE. Make that make any sense. make that make any sense. How the fuck you get beat at your own formula? It's a terrible formula, but you got beat at it.
Yeah.
Oh, shouts out to Matthew Shelton for coming through with the 10 smackaroos on the PayPal.
There we go.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, see what I'm
bang,
saying? Instead of putting a
bang.
hating ass comment, he actually took the time to contribute to the show. Ain't that hard? Ain't that hard? But Clint, are you willing to concede that point? AEW's worst year was them trying to be like WWE? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, cool. There you go. There you go. I'm glad you admit it, but I hope you know that does nullify that point. That does nullify that part of your point. So WWE has never had a better year than AEW since AEW's inception. It just, that's not, no. No. And what's crazy is, if I had to vote AEW's worst year from a quality standpoint, I wouldn't even say 2023. I'd really say 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Because we was getting Mimosa Mayhem matches and shit. Now, if somebody want to argue 2020, we could have that discussion. We can openly have that discussion. But even then, I'd still give AEW the edge because the pay-per-views were better. I'd still give AEW the edge. I'd definitely give their pay-per-views the edge over the Thunderdome.
Big time.
Yeah, so even then, I still give AEW the edge. Shit, the Edge and the damn Christian. I don't care if that was corny. Go fuck yourself. All right. See what we got. Said, I don't even remember what happened to AEW in 2023. Yeah, because they were trying to be like WWE.
Exactly.
Maurice Prophet said WWE hasn't been great since 2002. Let me tell you something. Again, I just said earlier, I know you just got in here. Why are you late? Pay your late fees.
Mm-hmm.
But I said their last good year, I would even argue, I wouldn't even say 05 because that was the rise of Cena. Their last good year was 04, dude. Their last great year was 02. I agree. Their last great year, but their last year where it was like a competent product was 04.
Yeah, that WrestleMania 20 was the last hurrah.
Yeah. 21 was kind of all over the place. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, like, it was some good matches to come out of that WrestleMania, but the format of that card stunk. Go back and watch it. It was kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But that Kane entrance for that Money in the Bank ladder match with them ladders on fire
That was dope.
oh my God. And they could still give you stuff like that. They just choose not to. They just choose not to. They don't care. They don't like you.
At all.
My Lord. Didn't WWE have a pay-per-view in the last few years where Nia Jax was in the main event against Rhea? The main event? Was it? Was that a main event?
Yes, it was.
In Australia?
Yep. The first one in Australia where you and I were up at 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Garbage.
Mark said he's going to be back here in the word. All right. Well, I feel bad for you because we're about to actually get into the show now.
Yeah, right.
We're literally about to get into the show. All right.
Playback Gang. Watch us on Playback Gang.
Shouts out to Playback Gang. We appreciate the Playback Gang more than you know. All right. So, Werner, I'm going to take, because how many matches were on this card altogether, Werner?
6.
Yeah, I'll take the first 3. I got it. The show opens with a flyby of the arena and the usual montage of talent arriving at the arena on a pay-per-view at that.
We don't need this.
They think you do.
You are not in actual sports.
They think you do, Werner. They think you want to see.
What does this prove? Oh my God. They actually showed up to work. Oh, it's going to happen. They're actually going to do their job.
They want you to, Warner, they want you to see luggage and empty coffee cups. Is that a problem?
Yes.
That's a problem?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Is that a problem to y'all? Is that a problem? Y'all got a problem with the blank coffee cups that have nothing in them in the luggage? You love. I'm sorry. They think that shit is good. Dude, they think that makes them look like a real sport. It's so
not
funny.
a real sport.
Do you know how much better off WWE would be if they just stayed in their own lane?
Right.
Like, you don't see AEW trying to be something it's fucking not.
Mm-hmm.
For fuck's sake, TNA is WWE adjacent, and you still don't see them trying to be something they're not. Oh, my God, bro. Now, they did try to jump out there with that LeBron shit, though. They was like, LeBron, please come to our show. Why would LeBron come to a TNA show? And I don't even like LeBron. Fuck LeBron. That overrated piece of monkey trash. But God damn it, why would LeBron come to a fucking TNA show where the next known celebrity is Amy Garcia?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she fine as a motherfucker, though.
Yeah, she is.
It's something about that bitch to me. Her and Melissa Barrera. They could get this wizark at the same time. What Future say? At the same damn time. At the same damn time. I mean, Jesus Christ. All right. Shouts out to Amy Garcia and Melissa Barrera. You both make me want to, yeah. Warner's like, I don't understand this. I don't have sex. All right.
Bolton.
How they made me want to lead the one I'm with. Start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. You know? Yes, the wizark. You see what's going on, Catherine. That's just one of my few isms. That's all. That's all. That's all. That was slick how Tony Khan debuted the Motor City Machine Guns and then had a Rascals match while Impact was going on simultaneously.
That was great.
That's gangster as fuck. I did not realize that until after the fact. I was like, oh, that was gangster. That was gangster as fuck. Shouts out to Tony Khan for that one. Everybody, put a fire emoji in the comment section for Tony Khan. Let's piss the drones off real quick.
And you know what? Cutclose deserved that.
Oh, every minute of it.
Mm-hmm.
Raise your fist.
We're gone.
That's right. We left. All right. But shouts out to y'all being in the room, supporting, showing that necessary love to Covalent TV. And if you're not a little biatch, we love you even more. All right. Video package hyping up the show follows.
With Justin fucking Jefferson.
Oh, but before that, I'm sorry, Warner, I forgot. Nepotism.
Yes.
We got Paul Levesque and goddamn Stephanie McScreech. Don't laugh. Be professional.
Wild ride. Don't forget. Wild ride of the weekend.
We got Paul Triple Nose, I don't see color Levesque, and Stephanie McScreech's daughter.
Yep.
In that ring. Singing the flattest rendition of God Bless America I think I have heard since that song was written. Warner was alive when it was written, so.
No, it was not.
So we have an expert in here.
I was not alive when that happened.
Raise your dust. It's okay, bro. You don't got to tell everybody your real age. You know what I'm saying? That's how you pull bitches in the club.
I've said I'm 42.
Two of my grannies in the club, and I know they know about each other. I think Golden Girl's trying to set me up. Maybe I'm just paranoid. I'm paranoid. I'm shitting. I got the pins on. Yeah, I'm slipping. I got it, Warner. I'm sorry. You're old. You're old. He's 3,200, guys. I keep telling y'all.
I am not 3,200.
He's older than his apartment number.
Well,
Ah! I love how his brain broke in that moment. Did y'all see his brain break? He was like, no, I'm every woman. It's
Whoa.
all in me. His brain went to default gay club settings. Oh, man. But yeah, Stephanie Miscreech's daughter was out there singing the most bone dry, unseasoned version of God Bless America ever spawned. Now, somebody might say, oh, don't talk about the kids. That ain't no kid. That ain't no kid. See, kid, you got to understand. When me and Warner was growing up, a kid was considered the ages of 4 to 9?
Yep.
Back in our day, shit, a 13-year-old would go out and get a gig.
Mm-hmm. And they would get roasted if they did horribly.
Hello. I don't want to hear that. Oh, nothing. You can't talk about the babies. There ain't no baby. She didn't
Isn't
get
that the oldest daughter too?
Yeah, she didn't get out there and go gamma gamma. No, that is a fully developed, fully realized fucking sperm. If you don't get out my face with that bullshit, that's low, man. You shouldn't talk about that. Shit was ass. So we got this off to a very Nepo baby start already. God bless America, the land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her. Shit was terrible. All right. Says Samantha should go nowhere near WWE ever again. Why? Because why does Screeching E. McScam's fucking daughter make you think about Samantha Irvin? I want to know that line of thought. That's hilarious.
My bad. It's actually the youngest child at 16.
Get the fuck out my face. That's a 16-year-old. I wish a motherfucker would say, you making in fun of a kid. That's a 16-year-old. You know how many jobs I had by the time I was 16? Man, phooey. Get the fuck out my face. All right. All right, man. Shit. Said I bet their son does night too. What son? That motherfucker kept squirting girls in the fucking Screeching E. McScam. Oh, man.
One day I'll get that boy.
Hey, it's me, your baby. Oh, my God. His baby gonna come out talking like he own a pizzeria. All right. EO Sky, in all caps, versus Liv Morgan. Trouble.
This was off to a bad start.
Helmet. That's all I hear when I hear that fucking theme song. Short bus. That's me. Goodness gracious. Good God almighty. All right. And this is for the WWE Women's World Championship. I'm going to be honest, because I have no choice. I was praising Liv Morgan's bumping and selling in the early portion of this match.
Can confirm.
And then just when I started to somewhat praise this match, what did they do, Werner?
Main roster fuckery.
For all the new people watching us right now, what is main roster fuckery? This is something that typically only happens in WWE, where something in the ring will actually be going somewhat okay. And then you get a cavalcade and a fucking litany and just a overload of interference, unnecessary interference, Dairy Queen, whatever. I mean, they cannot help themselves. If something is going too good in a WWE match, they find a way to ruin it, and typically it is main roster fuckery.
Yep.
So just as I started to praise this, I saw Roxanne Perez come rings, and I said, motherfucker, they got me. And funny enough, the match started to go downhill from that moment. I'm not even bullshitting y'all. From that moment, the match went from like, I would say C grade quality to F quality just that quick. Because here's the crazy thing about WWE interference. Here's how you know we actually analyze what we watch. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
When that interference and that main roster fuckery starts in a match, typically, you see the wrestlers in the ring having to remember cues. So it affects the match quality by just default, because you can see the wrestlers like, hey, this person's on the apron. You got to go over there and swing at them so we could get to the next portion of this match. You really see it with the ref bumps. You really see it with the ref bumps.
And that's when you really start to see them counting in their heads.
And in turn, it just ruins the quality of the match.
Mm-hmm.
And only WWE lives by this formula. Like, you'll occasionally see a promotion outside of WWE do it, but it's very rare. It's extremely rare. Only WWE lives by this formula, guys. But let's get to the result. Liv Morgan won by pinfall with Oblivion after Io Sky did a fucking kip up off of her head. And she retained the WWE Women's World Championship. First defense of that title in 100 days, y'all. So that means the next time you see Liv Morgan defend that belt will be Survivor Series. If I'm doing the math right.
This has to be the longest in between title defenses. I don't think we have ever seen that. Where they've went from WrestleMania to SummerSlam without defending a title.
Roman or Brock has to be in there somewhere, dude.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Roman or Brock have to be in there somewhere. I don't know about that one. Especially Brock.
Yeah, Brock I could definitely see.
Like, didn't Brock go like half a year without defending the belt one time?
Probably. Wait. I think it was from SummerSlam to Rumble.
Was it?
I think so.
Somebody verify this for us. We can't look this stuff up in real time like that. So, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And by the way, shouts out to Mike Hines, and I'm going to tell you why. If you don't like the level of engagement over on Facebook, because Facebook is practically a dead platform.
Yep.
If you don't like the engagement over on Facebook, just come over to YouTube where you see the comments are rolling in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he didn't say some bitch ass shit. He fixed the issue. That's what grown men do.
Yep.
Grown men see an issue and fix the issue. Much to women's chagrin. I didn't mean fix it like that. Boy, I'm going to tell y'all something, free game again. Women hate when you fix their problems.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you heard it. Okay? Yeah, Brock held that championship hostage, homie. It was bad, dude. I remember that like it was yesterday. That shit was bad.
Well, Vince allowed that to happen. He could have booked championship matches. Sure, he probably would have went over, but this is ultimately on Vince.
I dead ass think Vince was afraid of Brock. I'm not even joking. I think he was scared shitless of Brock. I think that's the only wrestler he's ever been afraid of. Let's see what we got. Said 2 Oblivions and 1 Code Breaker in less than 5 minutes. Oh, but Miguel, let something like that happen on an AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah, that if that happens in AEW, you're spamming finishers. Oh my God.
And Angelo, I agree. Why waste a head kip up if she wasn't winning? They always talk about, in WWE, we have our wrestlers slow down so people can soak in what they do. and soak in every move instead of just doing move after move. You had this girl do a kip up off of her fucking head just to go straight to the finish. What are we doing here? Okay, all right. That doesn't move a needle. Mike Hines said Liv will be in War Games. That does not move a needle.
Who cares?
Catherine said, yes, because they have nothing to bitch about when you fix their problem. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming from a woman, ladies and gentlemen. Real talk. Yeah, boy, don't ever fix a woman's problem. Don't. It's a waste of time. Just don't do it. Don't do it. All right. So yeah, it was stupid. Plus, it was no story in the ring. Don't say that too loud, Angelo. Don't say that too loud, Angelo.
You're saying bad words now.
Don't say that to those fans.
You are saying naughty words.
No.
You go put money in the swear jar right now, mister.
WWE tells nothing but story. Everything they do is masterful storytelling or cinema cook-hoop.
We're a storyline entity.
No, don't do that. Boy, I dare you to tweet that. I don't know how much reach you got. I dare you to tweet that right now.
Yeah.
That'll be the most engagement you'd ever got on a post. Boy, because they're like an army.
Yep. A hive mind army.
The moment you even remotely criticize WWE, boy, you get more engagement than you've ever seen in your life. Let's see what we got. Say, yeah, EO doing the kip up for nothing. Yeah, dude, the girl kipped up off of a fucking head.
But this is nothing new with WWE. There have been a lot of moves that you're like, oh, and then it's for nothing.
I'm seeing.
Oh, they did that, and now it's the other person's finisher, match over.
Their fans talked about cheapening the pile driver
in
AEW and all that stuff. Just to have Kevin Owens spam the pile driver, and then basically who did he injure with it, and they were out and all. Was it Randy?
Yeah, I think it was Randy.
And then for him to do it was that Cody that he did it to, and he just like kicked. Did he kick out or he just was back the next week?
Yeah, he was back the next week. He kicked out and was back the next week.
That's why y'all should shut the fuck up. Y'all throwing stones in a glass house, dude. You notice they don't complain about that no more. That we need Mercy says or Cinema Cook. Yeah, I would do. I could do that, but boy, with how much these motherfuckers copy us,
right?
Jesus Christ. Well, Swerve would know where it came from, and he'd call it out. Because he quoted that line. I was like, holy shit, you really watched the show. Shouts out to my guy Swerve, man. Said WWE Zombie Apocalypse will swarm that tweet. Yes. Said Cody no-sold that and he returned in 2 weeks. Yeah. But Randy was out until the end of fucking time. All right. The match overall did not deliver.
No.
That's really all I got on that match. The match overall did not deliver. It was not a fun match. A lot of reactions you heard from this crowd tonight, and I think Warner may agree or disagree on this. A lot of reactions you heard from this crowd tonight were, hey, I paid a lot of money to be here, so I'm going to cheer for everything.
Yeah. No, completely agree. Completely agree.
There was not an applause or a cheer or a roar tonight. There was no roar tonight. What am I saying? There was no cheer or no applause tonight that felt authentic. Every cheer felt like, hey, for every $1 I spent on Ticketmaster, I'm going to cheer.
Hooray!
You could feel the inauthenticity in the cheers. Did anybody, well, let me make sure I'm asking the right question. Does anyone that actually has a working brain, eyes, and ears feel the same way? Said 100 days wait just to underperform. Hello. Oops. Did all that shit just to go out there and have a clunker. Just to put out a nothing burger of a fucking match. Clint Hardy said new wrestler, tease, appearance, pop, nonsense backstage segments, musical entrance, pop, nonsensical surprise championship, lackluster title defenses, lost title after short time, part 1. Hey, man. Mechanical reactions. I like that. I call them soundboard crowds. Maurice. Yeah, man. But this didn't even sound like a soundboard crowd tonight. It just sounded like what you just said, a mechanical crowd. Like they were arbitrarily cheering. Like, I think we're supposed to cheer right here. Yay! Lifeless. Lifeless product, dude. Lifeless fucking product. All right, moving on. We see the Bloodline warming up backstage. I've never known how to say this motherfucker's last name. We saw Dan Spivey.
Spivey.
I don't fucking care. Mark Henry, X-Pac in the crowd, and Jimmy Hart, who Werner loves that mouth of the South.
No.
Joakim Noah, what you say?
No, I said no.
You said it like a white girl. Noah. Noah. Come here.
No, I didn't say that.
I want that mouth of the South.
No. No.
Jimmy.
The fuck?
Werner wanted Jimmy's Jimmy.
No.
All right. He calls him Jimmy Nuts Aplenty. That's his nickname for him. That's okay, Werner. I got you. I got your back. I got you covered. More than you got me covered. I am like State Farm Insurance. You can't even hold it together. It's okay, Werner. It's okay, Werner. Don't Werner look like the guy from the State Farm commercial? Like, well, he's a guy, so. That's Werner. He was in that commercial. He got paid a $50 royalty check for that. And you know what he spent it on? Mayonnaise.
No.
You know what he spent it on. You know.
No.
You know. It was a little sassy. That's all right, though. All right. Next up, we got L.A. Knight. Goodness gracious. Royce No Car Keys. And Solo Sikoa versus the Bloodline goddamn firmware update 9. Like, goodness gracious. All right. Clusterfuck is the only word I could think of to describe this match.
Honestly. And it wasn't a good clusterfuck. It was an awful clusterfuck.
I knew that this was going to go downhill from the moment Solo Sikoa's fake-ass Martin Lawrence, fake-ass Fresh Prince, body language, dumb shit that he keeps fucking doing, did the run it back. From that moment, I was like, oh, I know what this is going to be. From that point, I was like, I know exactly what the priority is not going to be on work rate in this one.
No.
And sure enough, I was right. But a person that looks so bad right now. Matter of fact, let me go to the result before I say this. L.A. Knight would hit the BFT on Jey Uso to win this match. Guys, the Bloodline got a Gears of War fucking entrance. I was bigging up that game in real time. I'm like, man, Werner, I remember being in my grandfather's, back room and all that stuff, playing the first game. And, man, good memories with that game. Then all of a sudden, they're going across the stage. They showing the chains. It's all good. I'm like, oh, that's kind of dope. And then,
Day one-ish.
And y'all, I fucking lost it. I lost it. Was not happy. And Royce Keys, brother, they didn't even let you look good in a match where your team was getting the win.
Yeah.
You are done. You are more done than you know you're done. Your team won, and you still didn't look good in this match. You bigger than damn near everybody in that bitch, if not everybody. And they had you be the bump guy in this match. But something I noticed that warmed my heart, but unfortunately it was undone by this mechanical ass crowd. Seeing Jey Uso come out there and doing the yeet thing, and the crowd barely doing it with him, warmed my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, when Sokolslaw did the goofy, dumb shit that he did, they did it in droves, and I was like, and they just undid it. But seeing Jey Uso come out there and them barely doing it made me so happy on the inside. That should have never gotten over to begin with. And by the way, Royce Keys, are all of those personal things you claim happened in AEW worth the booking you're receiving now? Because, dog, I think I'll take some personal issues over the way you being booked.
Ooh.
You can hash out personal issues. You can't hash out a racist booker.
Yep.
This would have been a perfect place to give you a win, by the way. This would have been a perfect moment to get you a pin and get your momentum back on track. Because LA Knight getting a pin does nothing. Because I know there's going to be some people, see, look, LA Knight's back on track. They've been doing this, Werner, for the better part of what, 2 years now? They've been doing this.
Longer than that.
They've been doing this.
Longer than that.
Wait. Let me finish my point. They've been doing this. See, look, LA Knight's not buried. We just had him win this random match.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all fall for that shit hook, line, and sinker every single time. I saw people after this match going, the LA Knight World Champion agenda is back on. I said, oh, God.
Please no. Please no. No one is asking for that.
I said, dude, they keeping him just warm enough to where you don't know he's dead. they're keeping the body just warm enough to where you won't presume he's dead.
Again, his peak was that ladder match, that Slim Jim ladder match.
SummerSlam 2023.
Yeah.
That was the pinnacle.
So 3 years ago. Ever since then, yikes.
Yeah, but give your take on this match, bro.
Since when is Jey Uso the hot tag guy?
When Werner said that made me laugh because I was like, damn, I had to think about that. I was like, damn. Right. I was like, yeah, well, shit.
Not only that, why is he tripping while getting into the ring?
This motherfucker couldn't even get in the ring, y'all. And by the way, this lends so much credibility. Here's how y'all know I was an athlete in real life. How many times on these streams have I said, functional muscle will always be better than all that big bulky shit. Like, it looks good and the bitches love that shit. Like, but dude, when you lean and you cut up and you're actually strong, women like that more. The dude that's going viral right now on social media for lifting up thick ass white women ain't even all that big, but he's functionally strong. And these white girls like, hey, man, God, pick me up. Royce Keys couldn't lift up Jimmy Uso in the corner. It took him 35 minutes to set up that damn spot. That shows you that all of that must, don't be, if you ever about to get into a fight with one of them motherfuckers, don't ever be afraid of them. Because all you got to do is literally just trot circles around them until they tire out. Guys, I've been, pause if necessary, I've been that big. Pause. It's not fun. You tired all the goddamn time. You feel heavy all the goddamn time. You can't wipe your ass properly on the toilet. You getting on roller coasters and roller coasters are uncomfortable. It's just not. And then you become like an attraction. It's weird. Like everywhere you go, people like, oh my God, dude, you're buff. Can I touch you? No. I love being where I'm at right now. Guys, I am 240 right now. I love it. And I'm functional muscle. I am cut the fuck up. You can barely see it on this camera, but people who have seen me in person know how I look. I'd rather float between 235 and 240 all day long than to be goddamn 285 of useless muscle. Miss me with that shit. He couldn't get Jimmy Uso up to save his life. Pause if necessary. Don't mean to get Warren excited. Said,
Not excited.
That line from Malibu's Most Wanted comes to mind when he was yelling at Terry Crews. He was like, all that buffness for no reason. He was like, that's him. That was the first shit that came to my mind when I saw him struggling with Jimmy Uso in that corner. I was like, God damn it. All that buffness for no reason. Got to say, yes, I can vouch for that. Yeah, I ain't little. Tell you that right now. I mean, compared to motherfucking giant mayonnaise men like Werner, somebody might be considered small, but there's not a lot of white boys that look like Taylor Decker walking around. Ha ha ha! Let's go, Werner. You can look directly at the camera. You ain't intimidating nobody. You about as scary as a My Little Pony episode. Motherfucker, you have the fear factor combined of Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
What the fuck?
He tried to intimidate. Get the fuck out of here. You more like eliminate. You ain't all right, Warner. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'll punch you in your belly and watch the Skittles come out.
There are no Skittles around here.
There's Skittles in your stomach.
No.
You got the entire stock of Skittles in Michigan in your stomach right now.
No, I don't.
They can't even keep it stocked in the stores.
No.
I'm still going to, dude, I'm promise. I'm going to take all of your mayonnaise.
I don't have any mayonnaise in the house.
You will have none. None. All right? Now, while Werner was sitting on the bus with the football team, I was out there on the field chopping it up with the girls because they like, oh my God, when you ran 40 yards down the field and you caught it, that was great. See, the offensive line, Werner, the offensive and defensive linemen did not get no love from the bitches.
No, I'll agree with that.
Okay, all right. I thought you was finna lie again. I'm glad you didn't.
No.
I'm proud of you.
No.
They did a good job. They did the job. They was in the trenches. But when my ass was blazing down that field, that's the sound it made, by the way. You know, sometimes I trip. I tripped every now and again. That's okay, though. I'm coordinated. Fuck you. All right. Post-match, Solo Sikoa brings Los Angeles Knight in the ring for a hug.
Why?
And WWE says, Z.
There is no point for this. None. Are we going back to the we're really glad that we're best friends?
You don't even remember the song.
No, I don't. Because it's been that long.
Lord. Said they call him Playmakes for a reason. You get it. You get it. There you go. You know what I'm saying? It was love. It was all love. You know. All the girls giggling. I love giggly bitches. I love that. That's nice. When a girl just giggly. Like, ooh, you so giggly. When bitches be like, you be like, hey, bitch, hey. You know what I'm saying? I got some sandwiches. Werner got some too. They all mayonnaise, but he got them. Werner. See, I was the player that had to toss you a lob with the bitches. I had to be like, hey, man, I played a good game, but my guy over here was, the one protecting the quarterback. And they be like, oh, he looked like he eat nothing but mayonnaise. And I'm like, don't judge him. He wears long socks to bed. That's all you need to know.
Uh-uh.
That's all you need to know. Fuck off. All right. Oh, buddy. Are y'all ready to enter a black hole of boredom? Ladies and gentlemen, in the first match of the night where I legitimately put my hands out at the end of it and I was going, that's it. We have Gunther going against boring Nick Aldis. Can I get my propers? Can I get my comeuppance? Can I get my motherfucking pat on the back for me telling y'all that y'all are about to get the rudest wake-up call of how boring Nick Aldis is in that fucking ring?
God damn.
Can I get my pat on the back? I warned y'all. I've been spending the last couple weeks warning y'all. That motherfucker is like watching paint dry. And why did they buy an Oasis song for him? What happened? What is going on in that company? You got bitches coming out to trouble, that's me. But you buy an Oasis song for fucking Nick Aldis? By the way, that was how I knew he wasn't gonna motherfucking wrestle again. I was like, they bought an Oasis. I said, WWE is not about licensing music.
To which, I don't know if you saw this, but on Twitter, Bronson Reed said, if he gets Oasis, when I come back, I want Limp Bizkit.
Oh my fucking God.
Garbage. Fuck you.
Oh.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'm gonna let this play. Wow. Yeah, P Rocks, I was asking myself that same question. Why buy a song for Nick Aldis? Mario said you wasn't lying. Dry. Said you called it with Nick Aldis. I mean, dude. Oh. I'd rather watch 2 Hershey's bars fight than to watch Nick Aldis in the ring. And again, we've been saying this about him since way before we were even doing this show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about going back to Magnus and TNA.
Yep.
His matches are unwatchable. And guess what, guys? This match, for the first, I want to say, 3 minutes or so, rest holds.
Yep.
That's Nick Aldis' style. He passed, just like Randy Orton, just like Blandy Borton, they passed that off as technical ability. And you want to hear what's funny about this, guys? Came out of the rest holds blown up.
How do you get blown up out of rest holds?
This motherfucker,
that makes no sense.
This motherfucker came out of rest holds blown up. When he climbed that turnbuckle, you could see this man gasping for oxygen. After rest holds. Now, Gunther, I expect boring matches from him, and I expect them to be overrated by the WWE audience.
Mm-hmm.
But boring Nick Aldis and Gunther in the same ring together is like putting Werner and Vespuccia from Norbit in the same motherfucking roller coaster cart and expecting it to function. Seriously. You note that I'm not even laughing. I'm dead ass serious. What did they think this match was going to be? What did you think this match was going to be? If you're watching right now and you went, I liked that match. What did you like? Most of y'all watching at home could have wrestled that damn match.
Yeah, there was no story to this. Again, another match with no story in it.
There was nothing in this match that you were like, wow, look at what they're doing in there. Nothing. I think most of you watching at home could have wrestled this match. There was nothing special, nothing fun, nothing enjoyable, nothing, or a cinema cook hoop, nothing. And it ended with a fucking whimper. Because Gunther would lock in this, weak-ass looking Gojira. Weak as hell. It looked like he was barely choking him. And you know that's probably a product of Cena, hey, when you do that, just lighten up. Have you ever seen me do an STF? Yeah, that.
We baby them into it.
It's a marathon,
we don't want to hurt our
sprint.
opponents.
Yeah. You know somebody told him to loosen up on it. Because go look at him doing this last year before WrestleMania and look at it now. It looked soft. And then the way Nick Aldis tapped, Warren, I swear to God, I'm like, are they trying to run back the Cena thing?
That's what it looked like.
And you got his wife in the front row, one of the legends of your company. And the best inclusion you fucking had was a camera shot.
That's the side you were terrified to show.
And when this crowd chanted, "You still got it."
Oh my God.
Werner, Michael Jackson has been dead for how many years now?
Over 15?
He still got it more than Nick Aldis still had it in that fucking ring, and Nick Aldis is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts out to Mickey James. Shouts out to their son, Donovan. They were nothing but great to me. Again, we have to analyze the product, and we're not going to lie because of who we have relationships with.
Right.
Give your thoughts on this match, Warner. Don't use that as an excuse to not say words.
No. I was just to start.
Okay.
This match was boring. I don't know how rest holds. Again, you start match with rest holds. Why? That's not going to get a crowd involved into your match.
Warner, let's involve the comment section for 1 second, because I think there's going to be people that watch that think we're lying. True Seekers in the comment section. Did this match start with rest holds or no? I just want them to validate what we're saying. Go ahead, Warner.
Again, rest holds. How are you going to get a crowd involved with rest holds? Honestly, you're going to put them to fucking sleep. And then again, all this getting blown up that quickly, and then he moved around like a slow Oompa Loompa afterwards.
That's hilarious.
Tell me I'm wrong.
That's hilarious. Are you talking about his spray tan, or are you talking about the fucking hernia he looked like he had?
Both. I mean, it was a combination of both.
Because the motherfucker looked like he had a hernia.
I don't know. Last night, their little punching pull apart nonsense was more exciting than this fucking match. And even that last night was boring.
That shit was boring as hell.
But again, more exciting than this match.
That shit was boring as hell. That shit was awful. That shit was ass. Oh my God. Catherine said, as an Oasis fan, that song was the highlight of this show. Pete Rock said Nick Aldis should have had a Mickey James song as his interesting. You would think, right?
You would think.
Again, in a right
doesn't
world.
love his wife.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, I can't forget about that. Dude, Miguel, Wade Barrett was acting like he wanted to drop down on his two knees and slurp and guzzle Nick Aldis when he was making that damn entrance. Some people might say, "Oh, he was just hamming it up. That's his nation buddy." Nah, bro. He was really obnoxious tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was over the top obnoxious tonight. Anybody else notice that? Like, oh my Lord, like more obnoxious than Chode. And you know how hard that is?
And Chode was in rare form tonight, too.
Oh, my Lord. P-Rock said all this was ripped but had no cardio. He was gassed after rest holds. Said Nick Aldis just do some cardio then. No, let me explain this to you. Now I got to explain it. In-ring cardio versus real life, just regular cardio are two completely different things.
Yes.
You can run on a treadmill for 10 months straight and get in that ring and still gas out. The only way you can build up in-ring cardio is in the ring, which Werner said something.
Ropes.
Werner said something that actually makes a ton of sense. He said it's almost like they booked this last minute. The way he was rusty and he was blown up like that, it was like they just decided to do this last fucking second. Like they needed an extra match for SummerSlam and were like, Nick, we'll finally give you a match.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's like 2 years too late. You could tell by his ring rust that this was not planned in advance. Clint already said, got one question. How do you know? That's funny. Said they purchased this as a song or it could be a one-off. Wait, did you miss what I said? No, I'm saying that. Did he miss that whole shit where I said them using this song and purchasing this song and the rights for it is a clear indicator that he's probably not going to wrestle again?
Right.
Because WWE doesn't pay for licensed music anymore.
Ever.
I don't think they ever have. Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't think they really ever have. You missed that whole part. But let me see what we got. P-Rock said that makes a lot of sense. Go ahead.
Real quick. Nick Aldis's cardio was shocking to both of us. Because normally, Nick Aldis is boring as a motherfucker.
But he's a work rate guy.
But he is a massive work rate guy and has never had a cardio issue.
I've never seen him blown up.
No. This was a big shock.
Yeah. Pause if necessary. He used to be the guy that could give you 60 minutes, no problem.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be a boring 60 minutes, but
yeah,
he would give you that.
So yeah, this was jarring. It was very jarring to see him being a work rate guy. It was shocking. By the way, 31 people in here. Let's get this up over 30 likes, man. Let's get this up over 30 likes. Said, unless Nick Aldis is friends with Oasis, then maybe WWE could get away with it, but I doubt it. Right. What? Said, also Wade Barrett sounded like a simp during Liv's match. I mean,
who isn't a Liv Morgan simp in that company?
Dude, she's
or
a
that
blonde,
fan base.
She's a blonde in WWE. That's all. Like, dude, that's the recipe for success in that company. If you're a woman. Like, Rhea Ripley is the exception, not the rule. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. We got a couple more comments. Then Nick Aldis couldn't keep up with Gunther, and Gunther is slow as hell. Yeah, it was bad. Oh, that's a great question. Jay said, why are you letting your career killer struggle against a GM that hasn't wrestled in years? That's too much like right. Nope. You make too much sense. Nope. WWE won't have any of that.
Nope.
Now, guys, we are going to get to the portion of the stream where things are going to slow down because Werner will be covering the rest of SummerSlam. But no, we gotta get through the rest of the stream, guys, because we do have another one tomorrow. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't be a little bitch. Tell a friend to tell a friend. All right? And show the necessary love. We love you passionately in the shower, no pause. Werner, what would happen next on this show?
We have the Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence.
In the most predictable, not only match, but match outcome and post-match angle in recent memory.
Ever. And this match wasn't even like anything remotely good.
They did nothing. This
like,
was
again, you could have
nothing.
fallen asleep during this match. What, you couldn't have?
No. I hate matches that are a means to a creative end, and the creative end isn't even creative.
Yeah.
This was one of those. Now this is why I got to hold AEW accountable. AEW, I could count on one hand how many times they've done it. But AEW has done this too, where they'll have a match where it's supposed to be a means to a creative end, but the end wasn't all that creative. That's real. And this was one of those matches, Werner. I didn't know. I mean, I knew what they were going to get to, but I was like, you don't have the cast and crew that's even good enough in the ring to tell that story to get to that.
No.
Saraya is a shell of her former self.
Correct.
Nikki Bella was never that great. Brie Bella was
Correct.
never that great.
Correct.
And Fatal Influence is, my God. These girls look like they just came from the greenest grass convention.
Not ready for prime time.
Which shows that their developmental continues to be a failure.
Yep.
That's one hell of a name. Bear Redmond has liked the stream.
There we go.
CFB Avila has liked the stream too. Shouts out to y'all, man. But go ahead and get to the outcome of this match and then the post-match angle, sir.
JC Jane hit a rolling forearm on Paige to get the pinfall win. Post-match, and to the surprise of no one, the Bella Twins attacked Paige after the match. Brie added some half-hearted kicks while holding her shoulder, and Nikki gave Paige the Rack Attack 2.0.
Werner, it's time for me to get my pat on the back. What did I say was going to be? What purpose did I say this match was going to serve? The moment
do a heel turn.
Yep. The moment Nikki came back, I told y'all. That's what the moment this match was announced. I said they're gonna turn on Saraya. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the means to the end of this. And by the way, Paige, let's have a discussion, beloved. Saraya, I hate calling her Paige. Saraya, let's have a discussion, beloved. Not only did I say to Werner, you came back for this, but you came back to do a rerun of the reason that you left in the first place and the reason why you were called the anti-diva. Your visual coming out of this pay-per-view is the one visual that you claimed you hated the most about the women's division in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
This would be like Mercedes coming back to put over Charlotte.
Yeah.
After all that shit, after all that WWE is my home, I'm a WWE girl, after all that, the final visual of this pay-per-view was a visual that you fought hard to work against. You look crazy as hell. You look like an idiot. Never call yourself the anti-diva ever again. Really, the moment you got them titties put in, you should have stopped calling yourself the anti-diva.
Exactly.
The moment you got them lip fillers, you should have stopped calling yourself the anti-diva. But never, ever, ever, ever act like your persona that got you to the dance is a thing anymore. Same thing with Matt Cardona. Never call yourself the indie god again. Because the main gimmick you lived by that got you to the dance, you can't even live by anymore because the company just showed you what they've always thought about you. You look dumb, sweetheart. Dumb as fuck. All these other simp podcasters and all these other people ain't gonna say it to you. If I was your man, I'd be telling you to your face, baby, you look stupid as hell right now. Go ahead, Werner.
Alrighty, up next, the longest match of the night. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk. Cody had the stupidest skull mask with guile hair I have ever seen in my fucking life.
This match was contrived, corporate, boring, old, Old.
That too.
Go ahead.
And I said this to you earlier, and I'm going to say this. I don't want to ever hear how much CM Punk loves Chicago and Chicago sports teams. After what he did with Green Bay last night, and then rocking a Minnesota North Stars jacket.
And I have to say this. Chicagoans, this is going to really fuck people up. Because people ain't going to believe me when I say it. The last time Chicago wrestling fans, like the real ones, even claimed CM Punk was when he blew that kiss to John Cena after winning the belt. Every version of CM Punk after that moment, we don't even claim. He is I've never realized how much of a pander bear CM Punk is. Mm-hmm. I've never realized that until recently. This dude is such a fucking pander bear, it's not even funny. Please like me. Look, I'm wearing your local team's colors. Look. A Bulls fan wouldn't even be caught dead wearing Knicks colors for gear, even if they were wrestling in Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
You definitely wouldn't see a motherfucking a person that comes from Chicagoland, period. Not even just Chicago. Chicagoland wearing colors that could be confused for Packers colors.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Minnesota North Stars colors kind of look like Packers colors.
Correct.
And this is a dude that claims to be a die-hard Blackhawks fan. What are you doing, asshole? But Warner, let's talk about Cody's interest for a second too. They're trying to make it seem as if Cody is like the mainstream superstar that's coming back to work for the promotion and do right by the promotion, even though he has Street Fighter coming out. And it ain't not a fish biting on that motherfucking hook, ladies and gentlemen.
He thinks he's Dwayne.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. I'm glad that you put two and two together there.
Yeah.
They're treating him like he just came back from doing the Scorpion King. And he's gracing Minnesota with his mainstream presence.
Mm-hmm.
And yet again, it warmed my heart. And then they undid it almost immediately, just like I said before. When I heard them not singing the song when he came out, up until, of course, it got to, wow, and they undid, I was like, fuck me. They can't help themselves. But this Minnesota crowd was showing Cody no love. Even CM Punk was kind of getting like, the golf claps and, of course, a couple little CM Punk. But, like, for the most part, it seemed like the crowd couldn't give a shit about the two of them in that ring.
Mm-hmm.
The 20 on the back of CM Punk's jacket is for how long he's been in WWE. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care.
Current WWE fans don't care.
But this match, I think I saw somebody say what I was going to say in the comment section. I'm going to find it. Jace, thank you. Thank you. Because that was basically what I was going to say. Move, pin, rest. Move, pin, rest. Move, pin, rest. And just like Nick Aldis, all they did was move, pin, rest for the first 3 minutes of this match. And Werner, what did you describe CM Punk as at that point of the match?
Blown up. From head to fucking toe. He was beat fucking red.
Not even 3 minutes in.
Not even 3 minutes. It's fucking ridiculous.
But y'all, I'm going to ask y'all a question. I want to make sure we all witness this. Did y'all see CM Punk attempt that damn moonsault?
Bruh.
Did y'all see? I'm going to play the sadness song for that one. Jesus. That is exactly why I went on this review last night and said the reason why that segment between those two got no reaction is because people are tired of seeing these two mediocre white boys in main events and holding world championships. If that moonsault was not the epitome of what I said last night, I don't know what the fuck is.
Exactly.
Even Werner got to admit, that moonsault had mediocre, unathletic white boy written all the fuck over it.
Yes.
and
He should have never attempted that.
And I'm going to fuck y'all up.
That was a bad decision on his part.
And I'm going to fuck y'all up with something. That's what CM Punk has always been.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk's strength has always been talking you into the building, not wrestling you into the building. CM Punk at one point in that ring was a good storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, no.
Yeah, because honestly, what story did they tell tonight in that ring?
None. And even though there was no air in the room for this match to begin with, you felt the air leave that fucking stadium the moment CM Punk botched that fucking moonsault.
Yep.
Like, the crowd was just like, oh, I got to go back to my friend who's an AEW fan and defend this.
Yeah. How am I going to do that?
This was an indefensibly bad matchup.
Mm-hmm. And then him not committing off the top rope to the table.
The dude almost broke his fucking leg.
Yeah.
He decommitted mid fucking air and almost broke his leg. Go back and look. He damn near broke his neck on the barricade because he overcommitted and then undercommitted at the same time. 34 people in. Let's get this up over 30 likes, man.
You can do it. It's free.
Werner, give your take on this match, bro. Because I got nothing else.
This match was more boring than Nick Aldis and Gunther.
Some way, somehow.
Which I never thought would be possible.
Going into this, we would have never made that prediction.
At all. And then let's be real honest. I mean, if you really locked into the match, okay, after the 3 minutes of him getting blown up, Punk went on a botch tear. I mean, there were a lot of botches in this match that you're just like, what the fuck is he? Why is he in this match? And then the spamming of the GTS for no reason. Oh, his knees hurt, but he's going to try again. Let's get 15 of these going.
Michael Chode is terrible at selling injuries on commentary.
He's terrible at selling anything on commentary.
He sounds almost whimsical when he's talking about an injury. Oh, no, the knee again. Like, dude, you're not supposed... Warner, if you got hurt and I walked up on you and I was like, wowee, it looks like you broke your arm.
Mm-hmm.
When that arm got fixed, you would want to see me.
Exactly.
You'd be like, motherfucker, were you trying to be funny?
No, that's just how I see things.
He's such a bum. God, Michael Chode is such a fucking bum. Okay. One more thing. Tonight, we witnessed the death of the Cody Rhodes pay-per-view match formula.
Yes.
The normal stuff that WWE fans would pop for that he does in all of his pay-per-view matches, even going back to AEW, they didn't pop for that shit tonight.
Mm-mm.
Didn't pop for no Cody cutters. Didn't pop for no out of nowhere crossroads. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We witnessed the death of the Cody Rhodes pay-per-view match formula. I would say he has a weekly TV match formula, but he barely wrestles on weekly TV. Wrap this up.
Alrighty. Randy Orton showed up out of nowhere and dropped Rhodes with an RKO.
There goes that fresh matchup.
Fresh matchup that hasn't been seen in 100 days. Punk hit his 20th GTS and got the win. This match was 30 minutes and 10 seconds.
Felt like 30 hours and 20 seconds.
Yeah. All righty, kids. Get excited. We're at our main event.
Fuck off.
Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi.
And then it ended.
Pretty much.
And then
Pretty
it
much.
ended. And then
Pretty
it ended.
much.
And then it ended. I'm gonna save you. Warren, I'm gonna save you the oxygen.
Yep.
And then it ended.
All right. I want to say this. Daryl, I told you the match time for Gunther versus Nick Aldis at 11 minutes, 40 seconds. Oba versus Brock was the same amount.
Bullshit.
Dead ass.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Dead ass.
Bullshit. Does that include entrances?
Yes.
Oh, that's why. That's why. Actual in-ring time couldn't have been no 30 fucking minutes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the bell rang and then it rang again.
Yeah, no, I'm saying Nick Aldis, not Cody. It was 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Let's do this. They barely used the cell. There was no blood in this match. It
Correct.
didn't even feel like a blood feud match because you got Triple
Nope.
Nose in interviews going, Brock has been mentoring Oba. And then the one thing that AEW gets absolutely demonized for. Finishes spam, finishes spam. All you do is spam finishes and super kicks. Finishes spam. Not only did they spam their own finishes, they spammed other people's finishes too.
Yes.
Brock did the fucking, he's paying tribute to Taker.
And he
Bro.
kicked out. That finisher is no longer protected. The tombstone is no longer protected.
This could have been an email.
It really could have. And not only that, do we really need chairs that say Wingstop on them?
Angelo said it, no selling. Yeah, but again, you can't say that they don't do that. No. They sell all the time in WWE. Everything WWE does, they do it the right way. No, Angelo, no. Watch a spike in the algorithm after I said that.
There you go, saying naughty words again. You go put that money in the swear jar, young man.
No, they do everything right. I mean, what a nothing burger. Said finish the spamming plus a tombstone. Dude, this was a nothing burger.
This meant nothing.
If you went to the bathroom to go take a piss, wash your hands, and then you said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take a quick shower, just about 5 minutes. You came back out. This match was fucking over. I don't give a damn what Werner say the time was. This match felt way shorter than what the fuck he was saying. It was like it started and it ended. You know why? Because they got to continue to cover up how fucking AstroTurf Obafemi is in that ring.
Yeah.
Because Boba Teamy has 6 fucking moves and only 3 of them he knows how to do competently. And y'all hype him up as this big fucking Nigerian monster. When they were showing the tail of the tape and they said he has a 51-inch chest, I laughed out loud. And Werner, what did I say?
You two have the same chest size.
I have a 51-inch. Y'all think this is the motherfucker that's the ruler. He's the ruler. And it's funny because I just got my measurements done. Just. This is the ruler. Bobatimi. And I mean, yeah, those power bomb, bruh, he was power bombing like he didn't want to hurt Brock. Like he was just like, okay, I'm gonna let you down gently. Beast incarnate.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to put you on the exposed wood, on the exposed wood. I'm
This
just
motherfucker
done.
don't know English. This bitch ass motherfucker don't know English. He couldn't say wood panels. He couldn't
Nope.
say wood panels.
Nope.
But yet he wanted to fucking be a smart aleck early and explain what a stepchild is to me like I'm a fucking dumbass. And this motherfucker can't say wood panels. Eat a dick, pussy. Like, that's hilarious, bro. I'm sorry. Warner deserved that. In that moment, he deserved it. But back to what I was saying. God damn it. Ever explain that shit to me again, I'll slap the shit out of you. But, God damn it. Oh, my Lord. And the crazy thing is it's being reported that Brock isn't going to retire and he's going to come back for the Saudi Mania payday. Because all I was thinking, like, man, if this is his last match, it'd be cool if he went back to his old Tron for one night and came out with the trunks.
Mm-hmm.
Just for one night. Why would they do that when he's not leaving?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Bo Batimi is not, and we can solidify this at this point, is not what you think he is. All of y'all that think he's next up, or in Brock Lesnar's own words, I'm the past, he's the future. Oh! He ain't the future of nothing. He may be the future of the Ahmed Johnson trophy. He ain't the future.
That's a big possibility.
He ain't the future of nothing. Because all the people who were the future of something, y'all fucked them over. He ain't the future of shit. What are we talking about? There was probably a collective 10 wrestling moves done in this match.
And that's being generous.
Someone correct me if I am wrong. Yeah, Brock gonna retire in Saudi like AJ Styles. Say he's just over for his interest theme. Take that out, needs nothing. Who you telling me?
Yeah, honestly.
Well, man, I laughed so hard when I saw that tail of the tape. The ruler and a non-wrestler got the same size chest as you. Well, former wrestler, but non-wrestler now. Has the same size chest as you. Like, Lord. I'll be making it seem like that dude is a monster. I've seen Brock Lesnar in person. Now, that's a motherfucker you'd be afraid to pick a fight with.
Mm-hmm.
That dude's traps is bigger than most of y'all motherfucking biceps. Bo Batimi just looked like an oversized fucking Nigerian tether. He don't look like that's like when people see one tall Mexican dude and be like, oh, he's a beast. No, he just one tall Mexican dude. You won't see another one of them for the next fucking 50 Mexican dudes. Like, same thing with Asian people. You'll see one tall Asian person be like, that's the last one I'm going to see for about the next 200. People like the motherfucking Okada is the exception.
Mm-hmm.
How many 6'5" Asians you know? I'll wait. I'll go my height. How many 6'1.5" Asians do you know? If you don't stop. Somebody said, Matthew Shelton said, oh, but it's camera tricks like Mello. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you, Miguel, for saying the quiet part loud. And all this Bo Batimi stuff don't mean nothing because when he inevitably runs into Roman or CM Hypocrite or Chody, he's going to lose. He's going to lose. And I'm going to say this, Werner, you might disagree with this one.
Okay.
This was a worse Hell in a Cell match than the Bray Wyatt Seth Rollins Hell in a Cell match for me.
Ooh.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
I agree. You're right. No, you're right.
At least the ending of that was fucking hilarious. Somebody just crashed the shit out of their car outside. God damn. But yeah, I'm gonna check on that when we're done with the stream, which we're about to be. I got nothing. I just told y'all what happened after the match.
I got nothing.
-10, no moment. And apparently people are saying CM Hypocrite shit his pants in that match. Is that true?
Oh,
I did not catch that. I did not catch that because I'm not looking at CM Punk's ass. So
that's hilarious.
you got to forgive me if I didn't look at CM Punk's ass to find out. You know, somebody confirm that before we get out of here. Shouts out to the 36 people in this bitch on the late creep.
Wait, before we end, you want to hear a Triple H quote?
No, I don't, but you're going to tell me anyway like a fucking piece of shit.
The narrative of it's my turn, I've been here for a while, it's my turn. There are no turns in this shit. It's you. That's not how it works. You earn your spot. Believe me, if somebody is getting over more than somebody else, we move to that person into that spot and move the other person down.
You lying suspected white supremacist.
Nope.
Are you serious? We'll break that down
No.
tomorrow. We'll break that down tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll break that down tomorrow. I'm not. Not tonight. Not tonight. We already a little over 2 hours, which I expected. But no, I don't got the patience for that. I don't got the patience for that. That dude's a dumbass. I would tell that bald fraud to his face that he's a dumbass. Oh my God. Is that his version of the brass ring thing?
Probably.
He's a dude. Triple Nose is a scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
That is a dude. You're actively lying. Like you're just getting in front of cameras and microphones and just lying. It's a predetermined sport. You can push whoever you want in any role at any time. Why are they acting like it's a real sport?
Because they're delusional. This fucking goes back to them walking the people in. They think this is a real sport.
This motherfucker would call a Prius a Hummer, and these dumbass WWE fans would fucking believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow. I'm seeing a lot of -10s. Mike Hines said that is the biggest lie I've heard all year. Man. Whew, buddy. Clear the air. Fuck WWE. I was actually going to have a
Fuck
different clear the
WWE.
air. Good Lord. Until you said that, I was going to have a different clear the air. My Lord. Read a few more comments before we get out of here, man. Shouts out to the truth seekers that showed up and showed out, man.
Mm-hmm.
P Rock said, didn't Ricky Saints, because don't put my last name on him no more. Didn't Ricky Saints beat Oba in NXT and now Saints is MIA on SmackDown? Yes.
Yes.
Because sucking Cody's dick and carrying his bags don't have a benefits package.
Exactly.
All right, y'all. Well, it's time for us to get up out of here. So, therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his hair. So, sign off yet again to see Epitome of Black Excellence, the King of Downs. It's just your boy, Mr. Stark, Sam.
Beacon of Hope Worldwide, the Messiah of Semi-Cute Sixes, and the Internal Pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you tomorrow.